I'm like, oh God, oh my God. Bitch, I run the game, y'all just commentate from the side.
What up, guys? It's your girl KeezyKay here, and I told you guys I'll be reacting to the challenge, Final Reckoning, and episode 2 just aired, and I have a lot to discuss and get into on this recap, so let's get into it. So we get to see the surveillance room. That's why I was wondering, like, what is this? They get to see what's going on in the house. Like, cause you know how, like, if you win something, you come back in the house, and it's basically like, he said, she said, you don't really know, because you weren't physically there, so you have to hear what you've been told. But if, like, you see snippets, then it's like, okay, you can see who did what, because, you know, some people line the house, oh, she did this, so they saw the fight between Kayla and Melissa, and they don't know who's going home, but they're, like, so that's all he said. He's like, TJ was like, just know, I wasn't happy about it, but that's basically all they get to see. So now they're like, oh yes, so they fight, they go home. And then, still in the redemption house, you have, I feel like they're creating this story for drama, like 100%, because I know none of this is like really true, because Brad and Brittany are still together and they're still 100% cool. It's like, because I like Brad and I like Brittany and I follow them outside. I follow them on like their social media accounts. And like when events stuff going on and they collaborate with other challenge people, I see them together. So it's like, basically what I'm seeing is I'm not believing it. Like, I'm not buying any of it because I know that they're okay in the outside world. It's like, this doesn't affect them in the game. It doesn't affect their relationship. I feel like MTV is portraying it that way. But you have Brittany and Chuck. Now I already knew the story from prior. Because if you watch Are You The One, you knew Brittany was originally from there. And if you watched her season, that was probably the last season that I watched of Are You The One, Brittany's season. And so, mind you, I was all team Brittany and Chuck. I love them. They lived in Hawaii. They were such a beautiful couple. And then when reality hits you, and Brittany told her story. I mean, I heard Chuck's story, but like, he didn't really, like, it's like he admit to it. Like, he was just a complete dick about it. And he left Brittany high and dry. And it's like, the fact that, I understand what she was saying. And she was like, and you come, she's like, I finally get away from you. I'm moving on in life. And you come into my world. She was like, you're here because of me. Which is 1,000% true. And Chuck's like, well, like, at the end of the day, true. I just feel like Brittany and Chuck, they're not gonna work. They're just not gonna see eye to eye. And it sucks because Brittany has to deal with that. And I feel like that's gonna cost them the game. But I still love Brittany. And then you have Jenna and Jamie making Ray. I just thought that was just funny. Because Mama Day was like, Meryl Streep ain't got shit on her. Yo, I love Dyin, yo. Like, she deserves an Oscar. She deserves an Emmy. She was just, woo, the best actor goes to Brittany. Oh my god, I was loving that commentary. Yo, when I tell you Dyin, yo, is the best person for commentary, it's 100% her. Like, if you watch her, even when she was, like, even when on her season of Big Brother, what season was it? 18, yeah. We're not talking about 17. 18. When she got evicted and she was the first person in the jury house, Dyin still make, because normally jury isn't that, nobody really, it's just, you see who goes home, oh, and that's it. But like, they constantly kept going back to jury house because Dyin was entertainment. Dyin was speaking truth at that point, during that moment. So it's like, Dyin is here for all that point blank and the period. I've known the tradition about them throwing the pillows. I've known that because Johnny said this, like, this is way back. Maybe like a year and a half ago, I found this out. And I seen clips of it. That they do this, whoever reads it, they throw pillows out. And I just feel like it's the same thing, like, I'm gonna backtrack to Invasion of the Champs. Like how, it's like basically you're a rookie. They're gonna mess with you. This is what they do. It's what they went through, You might think it's all cute because you're a rookie now, but I guarantee you later on, if you're here for later seasons in the game, you're gonna be participants. Like, yes, I went through this, so you're gonna go through it too. It's like, just don't be like a bad sport about it. I was like, oh, okay. Just pillows. It's pillows. And like, they threw Armageddon at you. And then Johnny, oh Lord Jesus. You have this Johnny and Angela situation going on. We have this Faith and Kyle situation going on. And obviously we have the Cara Maria and Paulie situation going on. Nothing. Are there any more hookups? The Johnny one and the Angela one, that's gonna create problem for Natalie. But I feel like if you're in a relationship, why should you care what Johnny's doing? At that point, that's how like it just creates drama. But I guarantee you, I see that happening. That right there is gonna spark something out of Natalie. Brad went to Carl Maria about information on Kyle, and she was like, it's like they said, it's like you have favorite, like Carl Maria was saying, she was like, if there's a whole bunch of teams and you like one side but you don't like the other side. That's exactly how I feel. I said this about the people in the Redemption House. Like each team, I like one person from each team. I like Jenna. I don't care about Jamie. I like Brittany. I don't care about Chuck. I like Davon. I don't care about Jose. And it's like the same thing. It's like for Brad's team, I care about Brad. I don't care about Kyle. I care about Carl Maria. I don't care about Marie. I honestly don't know if there's a team that I generally like both people. I don't know. I don't like Johnny. I don't like Tony. Roll that back. I was right in my last recap when I said that out of my scenarios that they were gonna put Cam and Kaylee together, and they did. So that's good on them. Now they just have to. I feel like they're gonna be okay. They don't have like. They just like, oh, you guys have some problems, but they'll work it out because they were like so good. I'm sure they got like, little kinks to work out, but they should be fine. Unless it's gonna be like some big reaction. And I don't know where the Nelson thing lies, but I saw like on pictures on social media and stuff where Kaylee was there and Nelson was there, so I'm pretty sure they're good on that. Unless it was just a stunt, then fooled me. But I don't know, they're probably gonna bring the Kaylee and Nelson thing up later on. But right now they're good. It's like, I don't have a problem with Kaylee. I don't have a problem with Cam anymore. I said this. I don't have a problem with Cam anymore. So it's like, they're not the team I'm rooting for, but they're just there. I like CT. Don't like Veronica. I like Zach. Don't like Amanda. I like Tori. I don't dislike Derek. I just think Derek is a terrible player. Like, I feel so bad for Tori. I was watching the episode. I was like, God. I was like, I feel bad for Tori. It's like, Derek was terrible. Paying no mind in the game. Homie did absolutely terrible. Like, come on now. Tori's the beast, and she's stuck with basically dead weight. But it's like that, for example, like the people, it's like it's like, I don't like, there's not a team that I like both people. And we finally saw Tony coming to the game. I will say, Tony Bananas, like I said, Tony's been showing up. Dad bod, he's been working it. That's why I will give credit where credit is due. As much as I don't like Tony, because his attitude, like, he was way too cocky last season. Like, in my case, that's what sent him home during the finals, and he deserved it. But, him and Johnny, dude, it's like basically, Tony is basically Johnny 2.0. That's basically what Tony is. All these years, he's been living on the wing of Bananas, and now he's fully shining. He's like, I don't need Bananas anymore. That's basically all that is. He just released from Johnny's shadow, but he's on Team Johnny. And at the end of the day, like, as much as I dislike Johnny, much as like people dislike Johnny, he is a good person you do want on your team. So at that point, it's like, they both flunked out. And for those of you who don't know, the reason why I don't like Johnny, I was a fan of Johnny, 100%. I was Team Johnny Bananas. The reason why I'm not a fan, when I stopped being a fan of Bananas, is when he pulled the Sarah move. I thought that was the most dirtiest thing in the world to do. Like, that broke my heart. Like, that was so messed up in so many ways. I feel like that was so unforgivable at that point. And I was like, at that point, Bananas doesn't have my trust in this game. Like, I just can't trust Bananas. Like, I don't like his gameplay. Because that was so dirty on everything. Like, he could have split the money. Like, that was just so selfish. And I feel like it ended up so sad because that was Sarah's last challenge. And that was like a terrible way to go out the game. I mean, Sarah's okay now, obviously. But it's like, I love Sarah. Sarah was like, Sarah is one of my favorite players. Like, I love her. And Brad and Kyle dominated the first round. So they got to play the second round. And they tied with Tony and Bananas. But Brad and Kyle had the fastest time. And because of Carl Maria and Paulie, like, they have a connection, obviously. But in the game, at that moment in the house, they was like friendly. They were like really close, friendly, and like Kyle was like, I don't understand this. Why are you getting jealous if you did not want Carl Maria? That's something I can't fathom up fathom about people is you do all of this and you hang with the girl, then you leave, and then you expect that she's just gonna be sitting there waiting for you like a puppy dog. That's why I'm like people like Pauly, Natalie, even Marie was like, nah. You just gotta leave Kyle alone. And Kyle's just like really petty. He's like, you can kiss your boyfriend goodbye. You know what I really hope it is? Because if they vote one person in, I think Brad and Kyle pick somebody to go in. And the way it's looking, like they're setting it up to be Pauly and Natalie. And if that is the case, and Pauly and Natalie do go up, if sent in, then it's gonna come to the voting. But I got faith as much, like, I respect Pauly. That's 100%. I respect Pauly's game. At least he's being upfront about it. He's like, yo, you're a pussy, and I said that. That's why I respect it. And that's why I can tolerate Natalie. So it's like, because of Pauly, I'm respecting Natalie. It's the only credit I would give Natalie. But we'll see how this game goes. Because now, that's it. Coming to the competition, wherever they say wherever you vote in, prepare to like faith in yourself. So the lights and everything, I feel like it's gonna land on like all those people that voted. It's gonna be randomized, or unless they just straight up just do that for respect. And they're like, all right, they're like, oh, let's just say Pauly and Natalie going. They're like, Pauly and Natalie, who do you want to face? My thing is, it's a boy and a girl. They're most likely gonna be like, you have to pick a team that's a boy and a girl. So I don't think they'll do like a boy on boy versus a boy and girl, or a girl on girl versus boy and girl. I think they're gonna, maybe, I feel like maybe it's a possibility that they'll just pick somebody that's a guy and a girl. But I don't know who would go against Pauly and Natalie. I'm trying to think. I don't know. The only person I think of is Zach and Amanda. They're hyping up this whole Kyle and Pauly. It's real beef. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't like Kyle. And Shane, oh my god, Shane, cause like, yo, 100% though, I was looking like Kyle, his hair, like if you look at his picture from like prior, he was fine. I don't know what it was, maybe he couldn't grow a beard, and so he had to, it just, his hair and his beard just keeps looking faker and faker, and it just doesn't look good to me, at all. Last season it was tolerable. This season it's just that hair. That's why he always has it in a ponytail. Because if you let it out, it just looks off. That's why he always has his hair in a ponytail. And that is it for this recap, guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you were new, give this video a thumbs up. And comment down below what you guys thought of the episode. I'm KeezyKay, saying, see ya.